This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, September 25th, 2014. And now our first look at the Zero Z GFS model run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we have one disturbance beginning to weaken and dissipate and move off to the east. And then we'll be under this ridge that's off across the plains in the Intermountain West. And this trough over the west coast, that'll be taking its sweet time getting here because of this ridge. So we'll have mostly to partly sunny skies around today, with highs mainly in the 70s across the state, maybe some low 80s in the western counties. And that'll be the case even as we go into Friday as well. Highs mainly in the 70s to around the low 80s in our western counties, with plenty of sunshine around, a few clouds from time to time. Any precipitation will be way off to our south and east and off to our west with the next storm system that'll be moving through Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Montana here on Saturday. Around here, it'll be mainly sunny. The GFS has a little spot of precipitation on Iowa. We'll disregard that. We have a disturbance, though, that is to our south over the Mississippi Delta region, around Mississippi, Tennessee, and into Alabama. And that'll be slowly moving north with this system approaching slowly from the west. You'll see the low pressure center here on Monday still over eastern Colorado. The disturbance over the Mississippi Delta now moving into Tennessee, Kentucky, and into the western Carolinas. That won't be bothering us. We'll still have sunshine. Tuesday, this is when the clouds will begin to increase, especially in our western and central counties. We'll still have highs mainly in the 70s to lower 80s, but we could see an isolated shower or storm by late in the day Tuesday across the western counties, and this could move into the central and eastern counties here by Wednesday. But as you can see, a lot of the precipitation, according to this model run, will be to our north. There will be no moisture or hardly any coming from the Gulf. That will change, though, as we go into next Thursday. You see this trough really starting to dig in, with a disturbance moving through Nebraska, and that's going to finally open up the Gulf. You can see showers, thunderstorms, quite a bit of heavy rain with this system, if this is right. This is still a week out. And it could be quite breezy as well with this system, but we have plenty of time to watch it in future days. In the future, going further into the future, this is October the 6th, we have a trough over the east, a trough axis mainly over the eastern Ohio Valley down into the south. Northwesterly flow over most of the rest of the northern tier of the country. Ridge over the south and west is going to keep them dry. We're going to be in the storm track with the storms coming into the Pacific and then diving through the plains and into the Great Lakes. We'll have a system like that over the Great Lakes, if this is right at this point. And then at the end of the forecast, October 10th, pretty much a zonal pattern, the main storm track across the Pacific Northwest, the Northern Plains, the Great Lakes, and into the north and east. Big system over northern Canada, and you can see that. This low pressure center way up here in the Northwest Territories is going to be influencing our weather with southerly winds. But of course, this is more than 2 weeks out, and this could be gone on the next run. Satellite image from last evening, we had one storm moving up the east coast, especially around New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, and into southern New England with some rain showers and a few thunderstorms. The dissipating disturbance moving through our neck of the woods, and the next storm moving into the northwest. The watch warning map for last evening was quiet across the country. A fog advisory in Nebraska, some wind advisories in Nevada, some flash flood watches in Northern California, and elsewhere it was fairly quiet across the country. The QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days through Monday evening at 7 o'clock, showing rainfall could be quite extensive across the south, 1 to 2 inches plus possible. Also across the west as well with 1 to 2 inches, but around here we're going to see very little, if anything, until the end of this period.